Welcome to bio class, and here is several question you have asked here. At first, I would thank everybody those who have asked here questions, the different doubts. First, here I'm taking the Paul asked these three questions: Is oxygen a waste of plant? Here the answer will be yes, because oxygen also it is released in a process of photosynthesis, and it has no use for the plant that time. So oxygen also will be in if you see the photosynthetic this process, then oxygen also will be the waste product. We have to consider that. Now next is lymph help absorbing. Lymph, how does lymph help in absorbing fat? Lymph actually it absorbs fat. You have to see that. Lymph is having one blunt end, which is known as lacteal. This blunt end, it will take that the fat molecule, the big fat molecule. Here's the one problem: the fat molecule it directly not enter inside the blood because the molecules are size is big, and blood cannot control and carry all these big molecules in there in transport system. So here in at first it is taken inside the lacteal, the blunt end of the lymph, lacteal, and it goes there, and then it is broken, and after that it gradually it is released in the plant. So lymph here plays a very important role in absorbing of fat. Okay. Next question here, that it is asked that what is proximal convoluted tubule and distal convoluted tubule and collecting tubule. Now if I draw that nephron, the proximal and the distal, and this, see that this areas is the front part. This is the glomerular, this is the front, so that the proximal, this pre-CT, the proximal part, it means that the front part. After that, here the Henle's loop separates this, the distal, and the distal means which is far from these areas. Okay, this is the far, and this is the nearer it's proximal, and distal here it is far from that, and CT means collecting tubule, so that these are the tubes of the nephron, the proximal convoluted, distal convoluted, and the collecting tubules. Next question, Ahana Datta asked what is lymph, how transportation occur in plant. What is lymph? You know, the lymph is another alternative that circulatory media, that it is colorless fluid. It contains blood plasma and only one, that is lymphocyte in that, and it is having the separate system. It is connected with the blood, but in different way. So lymph is, you just know that another media like blood, another circulatory media, it is having some certain function. The already one function is discussed, a very important function is discussed in previous question, and it is found in the different places in our body where we are moving, and lymphocyte, only one blood cell it is there, lymphocytes. So that is about the lymph. How transportation occur in plants is very big, and it is discussed in the video, and so this part I'm telling you, you just see that one once again. And Anurag Mukhopadhyay asked, what is transpiration pool? Transpiration pool, it means that when transpiration will occur, you just compare it with any syringe, that the syringe. So when you are drawing that direction, show that the liquid it is moving here in the syringe. Okay. So here also that is the pool, and here also that the pool. It means when transpiration it is there, then water it is lifted the upward against gravity. Okay, next few questions asked by Gaurav Agarwal. Here is a first question: what happened to the extra glucose or carbohydrate in animal body? So glucose, you know that when it is extra, it is there. It is stored in muscle or liver. Glycogenesis, one process is there. Glycogenesis. So you know that insulin also help this process. So if it is extra glucose is there in the blood, it converts into glucose to glycogen, and the name of the process is the glycogenesis. Third here question, that how is the process of the digestion affected if someone has diarrhea? You know that in diarrhea, what happened, that extra fluid it is comes inside the digestive tract, and so that it moves out in the liquid forms. Here it means the absorption will not take place in this. So it will interrupt the absorption inside the or alimentary canal. So it will severely affected. That is why it is advised not to take more food when it is in this abnormality is there. Now next question is, if any person hold breath after expiration is 25 seconds or more, and there will occurrence or exchange of gases. Yes, there will be the exchange of gases because of RV, residual volume. Residual volume, this is 1.5 liter. It is almost like emergency fuel in our vehicle. Here in our body also the residual volume and volume is there. This residual volume means the volume of air remaining in lungs after full expiration. So 1.5 liter will always remain, so that if there is certain time if the exchange is not taking place, then also there will be inside the internal systems. Why does the blood will not clot inside the blood vessels? It is because of one chemical which is known as heparin. Due to the heparin, it is not clot inside, it forms in the liquid forms. Next question, Asmita Mahata asked, what is the function of TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone? Thyroid stimulating hormone, you know that it is secretes from the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland it secretes the TSH, and it's act upon the thyroid gland. This TSH, it plays a very important role. It's also known as thyrotropin. Very important role to release that the thyronin. I told that the thyronin here tetraiodothyronin and triiodothyronin. These two hormone T3 and T4, you know that. And how T3 and T4 it is formed already, it is discussed with the iodine. It is, but thyroid stimulating hormone, it stimulates to produce these hormones. Without this hormones cannot be produced. Next question, Debosmita Roy asked, how does aerobic respiration and different from the anaerobic respiration? So here is your answer. Aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration here, when oxygen is used, and anaerobic respiration when oxygen is not required. In aerobic respiration here, plant, animal, microbe, every organism, mostly their aerobic takes oxygen, but there are some anaerobic, they are the bacteria, fungi, they are anaerobic, they don't need oxygen for the respiration. And even our muscle also don't, sometime they are doing the anaerobic respiration. Here it is complete oxidation takes place, but here it is incomplete. And here a huge amount of energy is produced, that is 38, but here it is less amount of energy is produced, only 2 ATP, here 38 ATP and here 2 ATP it is produced. Okay, these 4 points are important. Okay, Suresh Hembram asked that how the nerve cells receive and send informations. Okay, so you know that this is the cell area, cyton area, and here these are the called the dendrites. Dendrites will at first collects that informations. What kind of information? It can be mechanical, can be electrical, can be chemical. If we can see, we can hear, we can touch, we can feel, any kind of impulse, any kind of impulse, it is received. When it is received, it is in chemical method, it is received. There are so many neurohumor is there that they are receiving in that areas. After that, when they are sending it, they are changing this chemical into electrical form, and when it is reached to the another nerve areas, so here is a junction, synapse. So this area again it turns into chemical format, and this exchange, when it goes, this impulse, it goes in the chemical form. So next cyton will receive again in chemical way, and again it will send it in the long areas in electrical. So this is the receive and the send. In this way, the information goes from one place, from the brain to the muscle to the brain, or any other areas. Okay, all these questions we have discussed. So next I'll give you like this type of question can be discussed, and you will also ask me, and question will be discussed. Thank you.